All right, let's dive in, literally. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the line once again, the man, the myth, the legend, and my arch nemesis, it is Philly Ocean.
Glad to be back. How you doing?
Hey, Philly. Of course, Philly from Yächtley Crëw. The last time you and I talked, I had no idea what yacht rock was, and you gave me the education. You guys are back. Getting ready to do a tour and new album out, right?
That's right. Yeah, well, we're in the midst of both touring and recording a new album. Our first album came out last summer called Seize the Day, and it's everywhere, and it's been getting really great reception from people. We also just released a vinyl version of that album that you can get on our website. It's pressed in flamingo pink, so it's really cool looking. It's great to display. Yep,
Really?
it's really awesome. Yep. And and we're working on a whole bunch of new stuff right now, again with our producer Chris Lordalgi. So it's a really creative full time right now, and then we're playing over 100 shows this year already. So it's going to be a real busy year for us.
You know, off the air, we were chit-chatting a little bit, and it came up that, this took off in a way that you guys never expected but always wanted it to. What is it like to have something like this? Because there's so many people out there, so many creators that have an idea. And let's face it, if you went to someone just at random and said, yeah, I've got an idea for a yacht rock band.
Yeah.
What's it like to actually see this stuff blow up in such a great way?
It's amazing. We love it. It's also a tremendous amount of work, but we love working hard. We love doing what we do. So we count ourselves as incredibly lucky. But, it was one of those ideas that, when it was kind of presented to me and I was given the chance to audition for the band, but, before they even played a show, they were kind of pulling things together. And I was like, this is so up my alley. This is like the soundtrack of my childhood. I grew up listening to this music. I love performing, and the whole idea to do something with it was just like, this could be so fun. Maybe it'll last a year. Maybe we'll do it for a year, and then we'll just be like, okay, cool, that was fun. And it just kept picking up steam more and more and more. And and here we are. It's all that we do. It's our full-time gig, and we tour a ton, and we kind of actually feel 7 years in like we're just getting started, because it's taking off in a way that we never could have anticipated now.
Philly Ocean from Yächtley Crëw on the line with me right now. Go back. You made me think of something I wanted to ask. Go back to the initial pitch for this. Who pitched it to you, and how did they explain it to you? I'm curious.
So I got a call from a friend of mine named Jessica Gardner, and Jessica is actually the sister of the guitar player in the band, Tommy Bowie.
Okay.
I know Jessica because I've lived in LA for 15 years. And when I first moved to LA, my group of friends, we had a tradition. Every Sunday, we went to this karaoke club right down the street from where I lived, and we would all sing karaoke. And so we made a lot of other friends there. That's how I know Jessica. So when Tommy Bowie, our guitar player, told him, oh yeah, I'm in this band and we're looking for a singer, and he's got to be able to sing these really high songs, Christopher Cross and Michael McDonald, Kenny Loggins kind of stuff. She goes, oh my God, you got to call Phil. Like, you have to. So she actually called me and she pitched the band. She's like, they're going to do yacht rock. And I was like, yacht rock? Like, I didn't even know the term yacht rock at the time. I had heard of it because there's this, kind of hilarious web series out there called Yacht Rock, and I knew that Sirius XM had, and I was like, you mean like 70s and 80s soft rock? And she's like, yes, but that's what everybody's calling it now. And I was like, okay. And so she told me, like, here's what they're kind of thinking. And I was like, oh my God. As soon as she told me Hall & Oates songs are going to be involved, I was like, all right, I'm in, let's do it, And it just sounded so fun. And so, I put a couple songs together. I went in, auditioned for them, and they're like, okay, cool. Like, you interested? And I was like, heck yeah, let's do it. And we rehearsed for like 4 months before we even played our first show. We wanted to have the show flushed out as much as possible before we took the stage the first time. And, we worked our butts off to do that. And I think that's kind of what, set us up to win in a way, because in some ways we were facing a little bit of an uphill battle with the audience, because you're dressed as a yacht captain and you're singing Michael McDonald songs. Like, the only thing that's going through your audience's mind is, what the F am I watching right now? What is happening? And you want them to have that shock and awe factor, but then you want them to come around and you want them to think, oh my God, this is so fun and I want to be a part of it. So that's kind of what we aimed to do, you know?
Who came up with Yächtley Crëw, the name?
I think the credit goes to our drummer, Sailor Hawkins. You know, we were in a brainstorming session. You know, we were kind of like, okay, we know that we want to dress up like yacht captains, and we know that, you know, we know the playlist, basically, and we were working on that. And then we were talking about different names, and we were throwing out, there are actually a number of good names in there. But he goes, what if he called it Yächtley Crëw? And we all just stopped because we knew. As soon as he said that, we're like, okay, that's it. That's it.
That's the one right there.
And so that kind of made it easy. Yeah, that was a stroke of genius on his part for sure.
Oh, and he has never let anybody forget about it, has he?
He won't let us forget about any of his ideas.
Philly Ocean from,
okay.
You know, it sounds like a Philly Ocean from Yächtley Crëw on the line. But you know what? You go back to it and the work you put in at the beginning, it's paid off. And I mean, a lot of bands that would, you know, go this route wouldn't do the work of, hey, we need to be dressed, you know, a certain way. We need to have, you know, a certain look. We need to do this. We need, you know, they won't do the A, B, C, D, and E to get to success, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think even more than, the uniforms and the look, we really, our primary focus was we want to play this music as accurately as possible, because people know these songs, you know, they know every little riff, every little synth part, every little vocal, you know, backing part, you know, the, you know, in the background, or such a long way to go. They know these parts, and you have to be able to nail them and kind of deliver on that. If you don't, even if you're good, in the audience's mind, something happens and they go, oh, it's different. It's not, you know, and you don't want that. You don't want to have to overcome that kind of skepticism. You know, you want people to be like, oh my God, this is so good. That's what you want them to be leaving with. So we really focused on that in our show.
Let me ask you this, and I'm going to totally put you on the spot here. What is the best cover you guys do? Like, if you had one opportunity to save the world from, you know, pirates. What would be the one cover song that you could say that this is spot on exactly what it should be?
I mean, that's a tough thing because I think we really endeavored to do all of them. Man, I just go back to Lido Shuffle by Boz Scaggs. That's one of the songs that's on our EP Seize the Day that is available now. That song just is, we do kind of a higher energy rock version of that song than the original. And if you A and B them, you'll hear what I'm talking about. That song has so much energy and it's so much fun, and we get the crowd jumping, like on their feet jumping during that song, and it's just awesome.
All right, here's another one for you. You said 7 years you guys have been doing this?
Yeah, since 2017.
What's the wildest moment you've had, or most shocking Yächtley Crëw moment you can think of?
The most shocking Yächtley Crëw moment, I mean, I think it was when we were in Las Vegas. And we got word that there was a rock and roller in the crowd. And all of a sudden, before I know it, Sebastian Bach is coming up on stage with us, and he's singing Hotel California. That was pretty insane, because we're kind of, you know, we were playing, and this is all happening in real time. And I look back at our drummer, our tour manager had just come up and said something to our drummer, and I'm like, what's going on? He's like, he like kind of waves me over, and he's drumming, by the way. He's still drumming, you know, during a song. I happen to not be singing. He's like, Sebastian Bach is in the crowd, and he wants to sing a song with us. And I was like, what is happening right now? It was so bizarre and so cool. And he came up and he did a number with us, and it was really crazy.
Did he like float away into the nether after that, or what? What was post game?
Yeah, pretty much. And then he came to after party with us also.
Oh, so that's cool. Amazing.
Yeah, we got to hang out with him after the show.
Philly Ocean from Yächtley Crëw on the line with me right now. You can find out all the details about them at yachtleycrew.com. Also on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and all of that. What else can we look forward to? I know you got the album. I know you got the tour. What else is going on in the world of Yächtley Crëw?
We're going to be dropping a lot more music later this year. We're working on another album. Literally, I have to go back to the studio as soon as we hang up here in a moment. We're working on that. We have some really, really fun announcements coming up. So, but the biggest thing is just come out and see a show. We're going to be everywhere. We're playing in more cities that we've never been to this year than ever before. We have a full proper tour bus. We're going to be out on the road for, about 2 months just this summer. I mean, our tours all year long, basically, because we're playing over 100 shows. But our big tour in the middle of the summer is going to be absolutely insane.
You need to talk to your tour manager about getting to Iowa.
I know. Well, we will be. We've actually played in Iowa before.
I know.
We'll be back. It's been a couple years, but
truly, when you guys come to Iowa, I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. Philly O,
man, we'll get you on the guest list with a couple of tickets so you can enjoy the show. Okay.
Oh, all the way in the back. Thanks, guys.
No, dude, you're going to be in the green room.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, I'm going to have to find my own uniform of some sort. I'll get one of those like cabin boy uniforms.
All right.
Well, Philly, thank you so much, man. We'll let you get back to your day. Good luck with the new album and tour and all that, okay?
Thanks, brother. We'll talk soon.